In the second part of the Immutability Policy series, we will cover how to configure immutability policies for Blob versions on a container. Immutability policies for containers ensure that stored objects cannot be modified or deleted for a defined retention period. In the first part, we'll learn how to configure immutability policies such as time-based retention and legal holds for containers. In this video, you'll learn how to configure immutability policies for Blob versions on a container. Hello everyone, I hope you are all doing well. I'm Manhar and welcome back to MSFT WebCast. Before configuring immutability, ensure that the storage account type is general purpose v2, the performance tier is standard, and Blob versioning is enabled. I have already created a detailed video on how to enable and manage Blob versioning. The link to that video is provided in the description. Open your preferred web browser, navigate to portal.azure.com and sign in with your Azure account. In the search bar at the top of the portal, type storage. Under services, select storage accounts. This page displays a list of storage accounts from your Azure environment. For this demo, I have created a storage account named MSFT storage account 002. On the Overview tab, check the storage account type and performance tier. It is general purpose v2 with the standard performance tier. Now expand data management and then click on data protection. Make sure that Blob versioning is enabled. Expand data storage and then click on containers. Under this storage account, I have created a container named test container. Let's enable version level immutability support on an existing container. Expand settings and then click on access policy. In the immutable blob storage section, select add policy. In the policy type field, select time-based retention from the drop-down menu. Enter the time interval in days for which the data should be kept in a non-erasable and non-modifiable state. For example, 2 days. Select Enable Version Level Immutability. We can see a warning message. Selecting this option will migrate the container to support version level immutability. This operation may take some time and is irreversible. Using these options, you can specify whether additional append actions are allowed. In the case of none, all append rights are protected. However, for append blobs, it works like log files. The same blob can be appended with more data based on the application. If your application uses an API to append data to a blob, after it is created in blob storage, you must select this option. Otherwise, your application may fail. The third option is block and append blobs. Some applications, such as Data Lake, use an API where the application creates multiple blocks of data and then combines them into a single blob file. In this case, append operations must be allowed, otherwise the application may fail. For this lab scenario, we'll simply set the option to none. Click Save and wait for the confirmation notification to appear. As you can see, the time-based retention policy has been created. Currently, the scope is container, the retention period is 2 days, and the policy is currently unlocked. A banner message appears letting you know that your container is being migrated to support version level immutability. This process may take some time and certain operations on the container or its blobs won't be available until the migration completes. We'll take a look at the results later. Let's see how to enable version level immutability for a new container. You can also enable version level immutability when creating the container. In the Azure portal, go to the containers page for your storage account. Click on Add Container. Enter a meaningful name for your container and then click to expand the Advanced section. Check Enable Version Level Immutability Support to enable version level immutability for the container. Once you are ready, click on Create and wait for the confirmation message. The container successfully created. Let's access the container. Expand settings and then select access policy. In the immutable blob storage section, select Add Policy. Enter the time interval in this. Once you are ready, click Save and wait for the confirmation notification to appear. As you can see, the time-based retention policy has been created. Currently, the scope is version, the retention period is 2 days, and the policy is currently unlocked. Let's go back to the containers page and access our existing container. Expand settings and then select access policy. Note down the current policy scope is container. As you can see, the migration process is still in progress. I'll pause the recording now and I'll resume it once the operation is completed. The migration process has been completed successfully. This process took approximately 15 minutes to complete. Let me close this and let's refresh the web page. Now again check the scope. After the migration is complete, the scope of the policy on the container is now shown as version. Earlier, it was container. This policy is the default policy for the container and automatically applies to all blob versions created thereafter. The default policy can be overridden for any specific version by specifying a custom policy for that version. You can view the properties for a blob to see whether a policy is enabled on the current version. Go to Overview tab. Click on Upload. Select the blob file from your local computer and then click on Upload. Wait for the upload process to complete. The blob file has been uploaded successfully. Select the newly uploaded blob file and go to the Overview tab. Ensure the version level immutability policy is enabled and take note of the retention period timestamp. That's how you can configure immutability policies for blob versions on a container. That's all for this video. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos on Microsoft Azure and other Microsoft related topics. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.